In Islam, niyyah, intention, is not a mere phrase spoken on the tongue. It is the decisive factor that determines the acceptance, value, and ultimate outcome of every action. Prayer, fasting, zakah, hajj, and umrah are only accepted when they are done purely for Allah. This principle becomes even more critical when the matter involves sacrifice, struggle, and death, especially for Muslim soldiers. This lecture clearly explains the true status of intention in worship and sacrifice, why intention for nation, state, or flag does not meet the Islamic standard, what the center of a Muslim's life and death must be, how accountability on the Day of Judgment will be based on intention. This understanding is presented in the light of the Qur'an, as explained by Sheikh Tokir Ansari from QuranExplains.com. No act of worship is valid without correct intention. In Islam, the weight of any action is determined by for whom it is done. If a Muslim prays for national pride, gives charity for state identity, fasts for a worldly objective, performs Hajj and Umrah for fame or recognition, then that act is no longer purely for Allah, even if it appears religious on the surface. When the direction of worship shifts away from Allah toward anything else, it ceases to be worship in the Islamic sense. A Muslim's life and death are only for Allah. Islam makes a clear and absolute declaration: my prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah. This is not a slogan, it is a demand of faith. A Muslim does not live for a country, does not die for a nation, does not sacrifice the hereafter for a flag. A Muslim lives for Allah and dies for Allah, regardless of where they are in the world. Nationalistic intention, a dangerous intellectual deviation. Countries, borders, and flags are human-made and temporary. Islam is from Allah and eternal. If a Muslim soldier holds this intention in his heart, I am dying for Pakistan, I'm giving my life for my country, then his sacrifice is worldly, not for Allah. Islam does not forbid love for one's homeland, but it does not allow nationalism to replace Allah. When intention shifts from Allah to the land, the action no longer remains an act of worship. What should be the correct intention of a Muslim soldier? Every Muslim soldier must establish a clear and sincere intention in the heart. I stand only for the pleasure of Allah. My life is for Allah. My death is for Allah. I am for Islam, justice, and the protection of Muslim lives, not for any flag or national slogan. Uniform, location, and title do not matter. What matters is intention. Islam does not accept shared intentions. In Islam, prayer is for Allah, fasting is for Allah, charity is for Allah, Hajj is for Allah, sacrifice and struggle are for Allah. Mixing intentions, Allah and nation, Allah and politics, destroys sincerity. Islam does not accept divided intentions. On the Day of Judgment, intention will decide everything. On the Day of Judgment, ranks will not help, uniforms will not benefit, national identity will not save. Allah will ask, for whom did you live? For whom did you act? For whom did you give your life? If the answer is anything other than Allah, nothing of this world will be able to save a person. Conclusion: a Muslim's direction is not a flag, it is Tawheed. Every Muslim, especially one standing at the place of sacrifice, must correct his intention, not for Pakistan, not for any other country, not for nationalism, but only for Allah. Only then does life become worship, and only then does death attain its true Islamic meaning.
Furthermore, for detailed knowledge on the topic, refer to the 94 books authored on various subjects by Sheikh Tokir Ansari, available on Amazon. Additional insights are available at QuranExplains.com.